Congrats to the bands this weekend. We got first place, guard, percussion, and band in their class at Colebrook. They also got first place percussion, guard.
Alright, on this one you should have 2 plus a -1 and then square that result. That would have to be 1 and then plus a 0. The answer really should be 1, so if you had that, come up and get 1. Answer on this one should be 123. Answer should be a -3. Answer should be -40. Answer should be -2. Pick a number from 1 to 10 and drop it off up here. The winning numbers today are 1 and 9. 1 and 9. Homework check, which would be the after-test assignment from Friday's test. Time to pass out papers, that would be the test from Friday. For today, to solve a multi-step equation, that is the objective. And the learning target is I can solve an equation with one variable that has a coefficient. And a coefficient, for example, is a number beside an x or any variable. Example number 1. 2x plus 1 equals 11. Step number 1 is to subtract 1 from both sides. You're adding 1 on the left, so subtract 1 from both sides. These cancel out. 11 minus 1 is 10. Now divide both sides by 2 because you're multiplying the x by 2. These cancel out to 1, and on the right you have 10 divided by 2, which is 5. Example number 2. You are subtracting 2 here, so add 2 to both sides. When you do that, these cancel out. You're left with this 3x. 13 plus 2 is 15. Now divide both sides by the 3 that is multiplied against the x. X equals 15 over 3, which is 5. Practice problem number 1. On the practice problem, subtract 6 from both sides. These cancel. You're left with 5x equals 25. Divide both sides by 5, and you come up with 5. Bonus problem number 1. On the bonus, you must add 5 to both sides, which is the opposite of this. These cancel out, and you're left with 2x equals 20. Divide 20 by 2 to get 10. Practice problem number 2. On the practice problem, subtract 4 from both sides. These cancel out. You're left with 6 equals 12. Divide both sides by 6. You get an answer of 2. Bonus problem number 2. For the bonus problem, you add 11 to both sides. These cancel, and you have 7x equals 49. Divide both sides by 7 to get an answer of 7. Example problem number 3. Add 2 to both sides. 2's cancel out. You're left with 3x equals a -9. Divide both sides by 3. You're left with an answer of -3. Example number 4. Subtract 4 from both sides. These cancel out. you're left with 5x equals a negative 20. Divide both sides by 5, and you're left with an answer of negative 4. Practice problem number 3. On the practice problem, add 9 to both sides. These cancel out. You're left with 8x equals a negative 24. Divide both sides by 8, and the answer is negative 3. Bonus problem number 3. You should subtract 8 from both sides. These cancel out, and you're left with 10x equals negative 30. Divide both sides by 10, and you come up with an answer of negative 3. Practice problem number 4. Add 1 to both sides. These cancel. You're left with 9x equals a negative 18. Divide both sides by 9, and you're left with a negative 2. Bonus problem number 4. For the bonus problem, add 12 to both sides. These cancel, and you have 6x equals a negative 24. Divide both sides by 6. Answer is negative 4. Speed problems, and these are not going to have a bonus for the first one up here, so there's no need to kill each other going around the back of the room. This will go to the first 7. Answer is a negative 19. Answer is 21. Answer is 10. Answer is negative 10. Answer on this one should be 41. Example number 5. Notice the x is in a different spot. That doesn't change anything. You're still going to subtract what is with it. In this case, you have a positive 10, so you're going to subtract 10 from both sides. These cancel, and you're left with 2x equals 14. Divide both sides by 2, and the answer is 7. Example number 6. We have a positive 11 here, so subtract 11 from both sides. Those cancel out. 4x equals 16. Divide both sides by 4. Remember, these cancel out. So your answer is 4. Practice problem number 5. On the practice problem, subtract 9 from both sides. You get 5x equals 15. Divide both sides by 5, and the answer is 3. Bonus problem number 5. For the bonus problem, subtract 17 from both sides. These cancel out. You're left with 2 equals 10. Divide both sides by 2 to get an answer of 5. Practice problem number 6. For the practice problem, subtract 1 from both sides. You get 7x equals 35. And divide both sides by 7. Answer is 5. Bonus problem number 6. You're going to subtract 3 from both sides. You're left with 8x equals 16. Divide both sides by 8, and you get an answer of 2. Example number 7. On example number 7, the x term is on the right. You still do the same steps. What is with it is a plus 9, so you must subtract 9 from both sides. You're left with 21 equals 7x. Divide both sides by the number that is with the x, and you get 3 equals x. Example number 8, you have a minus 14. So add 14 to both sides. These cancel, and you get 30 equals 5x. Divide both sides by 5, and you get 6 equals x. Practice problem number 7. On the practice, you will add 5 to both sides and get 30 equals 6. Divide both sides by 6 to get an answer of 5 equals x. Bonus problem number 7. On the bonus, you should subtract 7 from both sides, and you're left with 33 equals 3x. Divide both sides by 3, and you come up with an answer of 11 equals x. Practice problem number 8. On the practice problem, add 6 to both sides. These cancel. You'll have 96 equals 8x. Divide both sides by 8, and your answer should be 12 equals x. Bonus problem number 8. You should add 3 to both sides to get 45 equals 3x, and then divide both sides by 3 to get 15 equals x. Homework assignment coming up.